So we've got another interview, and we've got two gentlemen here. They walked into the studio and causing commotion in the studio. You're making me feel like, why? Why? I just want to ask myself.
Floor manager, you are warm. Don't stop making our star boy feel that way.
You're making me feel
Floor
so
manager,
weird.
you are warm.
But the Lord is king. The Lord is king. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got in the studio Amartei Armah. He is a writing director, and we'll tell you the reason why we need to celebrate these young men, because they've got something huge that we need to talk about, and that is why they're in the studio with us. And also, Yemoh is a talent manager and a producer, and we're talking about their short film called Chuchue. Chuchue, yes. That has been nominated for the Cannes Film Festival, and it's a huge thing. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
I saw your post where you were announcing your nomination. I mean, were you expecting that? Ike, let me start with you.
With me, I would say yes. I kind of predicted on his birthday.
Yeah,
Yes, I made a post on his birthday, and I told him yes, there is more to come. So he should get ready to lift the Cannes Trophy, and that will not just be it this year. After the Cannes, we'll definitely move to the Oscars.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I said that on his birthday on the 19th of February. Yes, and then we got the news in April.
Okay, that's great. Were you expecting the same? Or when he was saying that, what were you thinking?
He's our prophet. So at the end of the day, he's a producer, prophet, talent manager. He can do all. So for me, I don't question. When he says it, it's going to happen.
So you two are partners. You work together.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the name of your production team or the
AKA Entertainment.
Okay, great. And how long has it been in existence? I mean, what you've been working on? Just take us through for those who are probably seeing you for the first time and getting to know about your works for the first time.
That's 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
So we started with music video commercials.
Okay.
And then we decided to do our first short, which was Vagabonds, which also won at the Montreal World Film Festival. Okay. And it was the first African country to ever win in 74 years. Yes, it was also on the Emirates. We got awards from Italy, Life After Oil. Yeah, we won a couple of awards, and then afterwards we came up with I Like It Here.
Okay.
Yeah, which also got 3 Oscar qualifying nominations. And then, this is our third short film. And we have 4th one, which is also done already, called Yeah.
With all of these that you're mentioning, really, it's a great thing, but trust me.
It's like there's nothing local about it.
Exactly.
Nothing local.
Only, international stuff only. But the thing is,
yes.
No. I mean, we're talking about the sort of recognition.
Yeah.
It's been not the work,
not the work.
itself.
Yeah.
We're talking about the recognition.
Yeah.
It's been Montreal to Italy. Now it's the
Emirates.
Cannes film. All of those things. But
we submitted to some few locals, film.
Vagabonds was in the Black Star International
Yeah, he won
Film
at the Black
Festival.
Star Film
And
Festival.
he was
Yeah.
also at the Golden Movie Awards as well.
Yeah, he got nomination at the Golden Movie Awards.
All of our films are all in the local language as well.
Okay.
So Vagabonds was all in Chi. I Like It Here was Gan, Ewe, Chi, Pidgin in English, and then Chuchue is Gan, and then Ya is Chi.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
we are more of the Kuma Wood rebranding.
Rebranded Kumawu,
So
yeah.
talking about Kuma Wood and you shooting short videos, let's talk about soundtracks. How often do you put Ghanaian songs on your movies? Never.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
Everybody, like all the music that we've had, we made it. Like a Ghanaian artist made it for that film.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we've done so far. But then with Chuchue, that was a French music composer, because that was a joint co-production, with La Luna Productions, which are from Paris, or in Paris. Yeah. So they were the ones that financed these 2 upcoming short films. The first 2 were by us.
I'm hearing the short film.
Yeah.
What's a short film? I mean, for those of us who probably, because we know a movie is like an hour or 2, then we know the series, which is like a continuous one. Which one is a short film?
Short film is in a movie below 75 minutes, if I should put it. So in a movie below 75 minutes is a short film. And then, yes, 60 minutes going upwards is a feature film.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
You know, before his question, you mentioned something about France and Paris and then all that. Is that what contributed to your nomination on the Cannes Film Festival?
No, I think money doesn't, especially with narrative film, money doesn't really do it. Like you can have all the money in the world and you can flop.
Right.
Right. So it's really about the story that you have behind it, the performances, the production value that you bring to it. Money definitely helps, but it's not as soon as you throw money at something you're gonna win. I think we've done it before without money.
Okay.
Yeah, with Vagabonds.
With Vagabonds and I Like It Here was both very much cheaper. And so for this one, that's how we were able to get the money, was by showing that we could do it without money. And then they were like, oh, you guys have done a lot without any backing at all. So now that we're going to back you guys, how can you prove that you can go to the next level?
Okay.
So then with the Cannes nomination and everything, the next level after this would be feature
Our
film.
first feature film.
Okay.
So-
Okay. So, but the Vagabonds,
Yeah.
was it a short film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a short film as well, and you literally did it with no money. That's what you said.
Relatively no money.
Relatively no money.
Relatively.
Okay, so how was that possible? When you say relatively no money, what exactly, how much, or what exactly do you need to input into, creating a movie, a short film, or something? I really want to know money-wise.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yes.
Internationally, most films are made anywhere between $10,000 to $60,000 to make a short film.
Short film.
Yeah, a feature film.
$60,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Internationally.
Like if you want to compete with international,
Right.
you have to know that they are financing their films that much, their short films that much. We obviously did not finance it for 60,000,
Yeah.
right? Not even Chuchure was for that. But I'm saying that for Vagabonds, it was much less than that, right? I would even say less than the 10,000, right?
Okay.
So, but it's like I said, the story and the actors and the cast and everybody that goes into it, right? Because all of the films that we've done, 100% Ghanaian crew, 100% Ghanaian cast, 100% Ghanaian language. So it really is about, okay, what are you showing, right? If what you're showing is good, then people will take to it, no matter how much it costs. If you shot on Red or an Ari, or if you shot on your phone,
even.
people will take
Right.
it. But that means the story has to be really good.
Yeah.
But then, with money, you can do more things and you can take bigger risks.
Okay.
I would say,
Okay.
yeah.
What kind of stories do you tell with your films? I mean, the short films that you've put out, what kind of stories are they about?
You are the writer. He's the writer. Yeah, so very creative one.
I think, at the end of the day, like something that I've noticed a lot, I was born in the States and, I grew up kind of half and half, right? But more so in the States. And I would say that the biggest thing that I see that we don't have or that we lack is creating stories that are really trying to empathize with the people, right? Like telling a story that it's like, okay, I'm not here to laugh at you. I'm not here to laugh at your pain, or I'm not here to belittle it, or I'm not here to be like, yeah, it's, let me take this seriously. Let me see what's actually, of course there's humor in the seriousness as well, but it's to really say, let's take these issues and let's really go deep into them. Because I feel like when your skin color is our color, it's like, it's very easy to just be like, look, we don't have time for that mental psychology, emotions and stuff. You gotta move, right? Like there's money to be made, people need to eat. Like we're more focused on the practical. But it's like, I feel like the beauty of storytelling, the beauty of film is that it's the medium to dive deeper into subjects and to unpack things and to say, okay, this is why we do it this way and why we do it that way. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think we can go check out the trailer
we
of
do
the
have it.
movie that's been nominated for the Cannes Film Festival. When we come back, we wrap up on the conversation. These are people that we need to celebrate, of course. So we're doing that here on the show. So let's watch the trailer.
Kill everything. Yo. hanu fanu bo ya ni lele won to ya na eja ka after no fanu ya won pa fa ya fa wo pa na ba fan ba na ke cha fe oni o ma wo le nche adu no ha wo Jele fite ya hanu fanu bo ya ni lele won to ya na eja ka after no fanu ya won pa fa fa wo pa na ba fan ba na ke cha fe oni o ma wo le nche adu no ha wo
Okay, so that was the trailer of the short film there, titled Chuchue. What does it mean?
Olden days.
Olden days.
The olden days. So what from the olden days do you want us to remember with this one?
Well, I mean, it's about, you know, two fishermen's sons who are struggling to cope with the loss of their eldest brother who drowned at sea. And if you know Ghan culture, and you know even the taboo of drowning at sea and what it means for your soul as well, it's not something that is a desired outcome for anybody, right? So I think with that, reflecting on the olden days and what the film was about was really how a young boy sort of is longing for his eldest brother, like the bond that he had with him, and is still mourning the loss of his eldest brother, whose body was never recovered. So it's like an olden days in the sense of, you know, remembering the good times, right? But at the same time, you know, we through a documentary that we did on fishermen along the coast of Ghana, we realized that they had a lot of issues, you know, with climate change and also the trash that's being dumped into the ocean. So, and the sort of imbalance that it causes in nature and in their livelihoods as well. So for that, it's also sort of a meaning towards the times in which we were, as people and as a culture, connected, you know, more to the natural elements of the world. Okay. And especially if you look into the lore of and the spirituality of most of Ghanaian cultures, not just the Ghan, but all of us, right? There's a very deep, you know, and rich value that we hold within the natural elements, right? And that was also what it's talking about as well, and how we sort of replace the natural elements with the artificial in this attempt to modernize as fast as we can.
Okay, that's great. I mean, I'm just trying to visualize everything that he's talking about, and that's where the creativity bit comes in. Ike, I want to ask about the Ghanaian movie industry. You are a stakeholder. Both of you are in there. I'm sure when you step out, I mean, he's coming from the States, but, you know, I mean, but he's got, like he said, he's been in and out. Mm-hmm. And you find out how things are there, and you want to do same in Ghana, or you want to at least try something like that and look at the industry. Your thoughts first about the Ghanaian movie industry.
Okay, first of all, I hear my colleagues, stakeholders saying the industry is dead. And my thoughts on that is our industry is yet to be born.
Hey.
Yes, it's yet to be born in a sense that if in 75 years we are now making it to Cannes, are we born? If in 2018 we had the Montreal World Film Festival, and that is the first from Africa, are we there yet? And so I feel the industry is yet to be born. And besides, we are calling for investors. And we are telling, anytime we have platform to talk about our industry, we are telling investors indirectly that the industry is dead, so don't put your money in. But yet still we are complaining that we are not getting the investors. So how can an investor come into your business when you are already telling them that there is no industry? You know, so for me, I think the industry is yet to be born. We don't even have a name. We are having back and forth.
Did you like the Black Star film?
The Black Star film, at first I thought it was a festival. Later became a name. So, you know, like there's all this back and
What
forth.
name would you suggest? There was Gollywood, there was Cinefi, there were number of them.
Can I jump in?
Oh,
for
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I would just say that if you talk about names, we're all trying to live up to this Hollywood ideal.
Yeah.
But if you know the history of Hollywood, Hollywood is an actual town. You know what I'm saying? It's a place. It's not like they called it Hollywood because it's the film place. It's that they settled on a town. The town that they settled on was called Hollywood, so they
Like
just
Ring
called
Road.
it Hollywood. So it's like it's as if we decided to say, okay, the place where everybody goes to make films in this country is Tamale. So then the film industry is called Tamale. It's that simple, right? So it's just the name of the place.
But before we wrap up, I have an issue with we always using international as our yardstick. That is, if a movie in Ghana here gets to be nominated at the Academy, that means we've made it. Is that the case?
No, I don't think it's the case. I think if we're talking about the domestic market, which is, to be honest, it's our key area that we want to tap into. But unfortunately, there is a thing. Even I noticed that coming here, there is a thing of like we only want to celebrate the wins if they've gone abroad, until we really recognize them here, right? If we did really, really well in Ghana, would we get that much love? That's a serious question that we have to ask ourselves. Is like, okay, if we really dominated the Ghanaian markets and everybody saw it, but it's like, first of all, how can we even do that? If our distribution or exhibition is sort of limited. We have 3 major cinemas in the entire country, right? And if you know how much Ghanaians make in terms of the average Ghanaian makes in their like monthly wage, you're asking them to pay a ridiculous amount.
60 cedis to see a movie.
60 cedis to see a movie. But it's like...
But the place are always full, though.
It's always flooded.
Yeah, it's always
basically.
flooded.
It's always flooded.
Well, we've got the 2 wrap-up rights now, but we really do appreciate you coming. I wish you the very best. When are you leaving town?
Very soon.
Very soon. Okay, so thank you very much, Yemoh.
In less than 5 days.
Amartei.
Amartei for joining us. Wish you the very best at the Cannes.
Thank you for
Film
having
Festival.
us.
Thank you very much. So yes, guys, thank you.